swim release. One hand pull, one hand over. Shrug, two-handed pull. Nose tackle. Watch this guy too. Here's a two-gapper right here, Kyle. He's going to use a shrug. Back him up one time. Kyle missed him there. See, I think this is a hell of a release there. And I think this, you know, it ain't about strength. It's about technique. That's what it's about. It's about technique. Yeah.
What do you teach as far as timing of the release? At what point do you want to get that release?
You're on the block longer as long as the ball's in the tackle box. Okay? And you want to make sure it's come to your gap. If you're one gapper, you want to make sure the ball's declared. That's when I get the release. I want the ball declared. Declared to my gap or declared to an off gap. Is that a decent answer for that? Here's a combo shot. Nose tackle's going to use swim, and the four technique's going to use a throw. Now, y'all know who that makes that cut right there? Emmett. Now, ain't but one can make that damn jump cut like that. I had a lot of luck against Emmett, both in college and the NFL, because we do a good job. Our guys do a good job playing flat and not creating seams up the field. And Emmett's got great eyes, and anywhere there's a seam, he's going. I mean, he must have eyes all over his damn head. He sees everything. Okay, here's the drill. We do this every Wednesday, every Tuesday in college. If I'm in a hurry, we all together. But I'm going to work on releases. Now this is the end of that section. And here's what I'm all about, guys. Here's what I'm all about. That ain't important. That'll come. To me, it's all about the journey. It's all about the steps. It's whipping. It's all the things that we saw in preparation, and then the destination will come. It's all about the journey. It's all about the steps. Don't lose focus on that. Don't be concerned, Coach. I know you've experienced the same thing, because I can tell by your facial expression. When I put that ball in there, and now they're worried about the destination. Is that a good solid step? Okay, good. I can take that step. Is that a good solid? Yeah, I can take that one. All right. So anyway, that's my message on that stuff right there, because I think that's what allows my guys to play as good as they do on it, is because they focus on the journey, not the destination. Okay. Let's go baseball, Coach. Be the next section over. Hold it right there for just a minute. Departure angle from the line of scrimmage. Departure angle from the line of scrimmage. Everybody in here teaches it. You and I have been talking about it. Will and I have been talking about it. All that means is the angle of release from the line of scrimmage. His departure angle. His departure angle from the line of scrimmage. In other words, use the 7 technique. There's the C gap. That tells you some kind of inside release. You're going to react to that. That tells you some kind of his departure angle. Now, here's where it becomes important. Use the 7 technique. His departure angle. Reach. His departure angle. Fan. His departure angle. Arc. That's where it becomes teaching. And it's all about reading the angle of departure from the line of scrimmage by the offensive blocker. Okay. This is based on a 1. And the ball's in the primary gap. I drew that right there. This is what I'm working on. He's a shade right. You're gonna get base block on the. It could be. I'm talking 1 first. You saw this one. This is the easy one to the shade. Now watch this. What this says. Eyes lower than the blocker's eyes. See him up there. Corey's done a hell of a job. And if you look at his hand placement.
Conway.
See his hand placement right here? Okay. Well, I'm glad you got that on the line. You see that? Okay, and this is his hips right here. This is a shot of his hips in that. It's the same play. Now I want to show you one other thing. Kyle, look at this before you go. Look at this right here. Here's this little boy I was telling you about that couldn't get in the left-handed stance. Don't get hung up on that. Figure out a way to get him into the. There is in a 4-point stance. He couldn't get in the left-handed stance. But look what he does to the Alabama center. When we get mad with him and get him on the bench, we're worried about my son's stance. So, you know, he's the best catcher on the damn team. Why are you worried about his stance? Now, if he ain't doing it, if he ain't the best guy, which I'm reading he's the best guy, then his stance comes into play. Now, I don't let him, you know, I don't have nobody play like this. Yes, I'm talking about within reason. All right, here's the one technique. You saw this one last week. But this is a good ass whipping for this Buffalo center. Stay over there. That ball's in the tackle box. That ball's in the tackle box. That's the one he got his hand froze. I froze it last time. You can see it here. Just accidentally slipped up there on the screws. Okay. Okay. That's an easy play for him because it's coming to his gap. He's just got the thing he's got to do though. He's got to whip this guy's ass and hold the point for us. All right. Now here he is. This is going to move the ball in secondary. So it's coming over here. See his nose on the ear hole? If you get way over here, you ain't gonna make that play. This is Mike on the one we looked at last night. Gap responsibility. Run that back one time, please, Coach. Let me show you on one thing. Reason he's holding is because the guy's inside the tackle box. He's always got the thread of the cutback, as long as them pads are square like that. This is Garud. This is a Pro Bowl center. All right, run it back one more time. That's a Pro Bowl center. In other words, that's supposed to be the best guy in the NFC right there. Okay. I don't care. I don't care who he is. You get them hands, you come out of them hips and get them hands in there right, it don't matter who he is. Go ahead, Coach. Watch him snatch over Garud. Okay, here's the other Pro Bowl center from the Giants. This is a TV shot. And that's supposed to be the two best. They were the Pro Bowl centers last year when I was out there. They were the Pro Bowl centers this year. You know, and let me tell you, Bunkley, Coach, Bunkley is 295 pounds. That guy doing all the ass whipping there, he's 295 pounds. Now, he's a good-looking 295 pounds. He's about 6'2", weighs 295 pounds. He's an athletic guy. But those two tackles that you see, 97 and 98, are the smallest in the National Football League. I sent him a t-shirt, a big article about him in the paper. They were talking about how good they were against the run, and they called them, I said it last night, I can't remember what the phrase doesn't come to my mind. But I had him a t-shirt and sent it to him. It was the summer, because the article talked about how sturdy they were against the run. Guys, they little. Compared on the NFL level, they are little bitty guys. And when I coached in the Pro Bowl, I had the two Williams boys from Minnesota, who my buddy coaches. My guys could walk between their legs. I got home, I called my boy Carl. I said, Carl, man, you playing with different folks. But, you know, I mean, it proves in the pudding, guys. Man, the film tells you. Okay, base block on a 5 or 9. Same type thing. I'll try to go a little faster too. Here's that 3 technique, 3, 5, and 9, outside shade. This is Bunkley moved over to the 3. And this is the highest paid guard in the National Football. Alan Fenton. John Madden helps me right here. Thanks, John. Now, people like this play. Remember that's ball in primary depth. People like this play. My kids like this play. And I always tell them, look at what he does now. And he makes a good play. But look what he does first. Watch that boy's back. Watch that guard's back. Because you got to get their ass whipped and make plays like that. You know, that's the first step in the deal. Five technique. All right. Here, I think this is a great play here. I think so. This is a base block on a 9 technique with the ball in your primary gap. Watch it. Watch this now. And this will be an impressive shot to you here. And this will be more impressive. Watch the tight end's feet. You're gonna have a damn cleat in the ground.
That's a grip release right there. Is that a grip release?
Yeah. Now let me tell you, when I first got this kid right here, now first of all, let me say this to you. I call him my rolling ball of butcher knives. Okay? Because I never coached anybody that played harder than this guy. You can get a smile on his face if you say one of two things. Honey, they ain't gonna have no damn deer left in the Northeast because he can kill them all. I mean, he is a damn deer slayer. Okay? And the other thing is to say football. And here comes that grin. It's just so great to coach a guy that loves the damn game and competes in the game like this guy does. Okay? But let me tell you, I didn't know, I hadn't had my confidence shaken in a long time. But when I first got him, I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad I had all that background of things working out. I didn't know if I could get that guy to ever play like that. It was a worst. He was the most unorthodox. When I first saw him, my comment on him was this: the guy makes big plays, but he makes them for both teams. Here's what I think. I think the consistency of teaching, his high degree of motivation, and the consistency of teaching have turned this guy into he's a seventh rounder who goes to the Pro Bowl. Y'all know that ain't supposed to happen. That's like in college football, a guy being a walk-on making All-American. Or in high school, you walking down the hall and getting some kid and bringing him out there and he's whipping everybody's ass playing football, before the week's out. It's not supposed to happen. Now, I gave him his dues, man, guys, because I'm telling you, I've been doing this a long time. I've never seen a greater competitor. No. I'd hate like hell to be between him and something he wanted. Okay? But the consistency of teaching even changed him. Okay, here's a 5 or a 9, 3, 5, or 9 with the ball in the secondary game. Y'all saw this one last night. This is a hell of a football. You might notice too how he's peeping, because you got a big ass guard there, and you got a 6 foot free kick. If he starts peeping over the top like that, he's gonna absolutely lose it. Did you see the release he had on the thing there? I mean, he threw him away like a damn wet sporting news. Okay, here's that 5 we saw last night on that other shot. It's a great play. You just don't see your 5 make those plays very much. But it's all about getting the guy's ass whipped and then getting a great release. Here's a 5, here's a 3 right here. Now I'm telling you guys. Back one time, please. We beat the Giants in a playoff game right here in the second round. And I know this. They only ran this play twice in the game. The backside 3 is going to make this play. And the other one, there's an open end over here, and the backside 5 made it. I know after the game, they looked at that film and they said, why in the hell didn't we run this play more? Because you can't count on the backside 3 making the play on the power over here. Here's why that boy's coming to Atlanta to see me, okay? They gonna double this, and they gonna combo this, and they gonna pull the tackle, and they gonna base him. Watch this guy right here. No, this guy. I'm sorry. Come on, it's this guy. Y'all see what I'm talking about? See, to me, he ain't no damn different than these guys. Look at that guy. Do you see him steer that guy? That's a good football player against a good football player. But you see that linebacker come to the line of scrimmage? He got out there on that edge wheel and jumped around it and opened the gate on us. And that's what the old boy coach Jim is coming. I was told you, he's coming for blow delivery. I'm gonna talk to him just like we talking in here. I'm to step up in there and smack that guy and get them hands in place and play your gap responsibility and squeeze that hole down. See, to me, they are just, all they are is, on the run, is, I call them a 30 technique. That's a 3 off the ball. A 50 technique, that's a 5 off the ball. You know, they're just us, linemen, that are off the ball. Now, when it passed, that's a whole different deal now. That's a whole different deal. And if he came to talk to me about that, he'd have to be teaching me. Because he's a corner by trade. And, yeah, Coach.
Coach, what can you tell a high school kid?
Same thing.
When to crossface, when to make
When
that.
the ball declares to a gap. When it declares, that's all I know to tell you. When the ball declares. Okay, Will is right here. And he's defending that gap over here. when that ball gets in here, he needs to cross that face. When that ball's right here, he don't know that. And when my pads are square, he's always gonna stay on the block because there's always a chance it might come back to you. If this guy right here, if I'm taking it now and I'm going here, well, you can get off that block a lot quicker because they ain't gonna run the cutback like that. It's all about this to me. And then let me tell you this story, because this is where this was really one of those moments. Bill Arnsparger, I keep referring to Bill, because I learned a lot from the guy. I learned a lot from the guy. Can y'all see this over here? Kurt Schottenheimer, y'all know that name. Marty's next down brother. He's still in the National Football League somewhere. I don't know where Kurt, I think Green Bay. He's a secondary guy. Coach Arnsparger had moved into the linebackers. He said to Coach Arnsparger in a meeting one day, what you asked? He was talking about the linebackers. Coach Arnsparger had a way of answering you that made you wish sometimes you hadn't asked the question. Okay? He said, where's the ball? Let me change it out. Get that. Where's the ball? Okay? Kurt said, short. He was talking about the backside linebacker. On a fast technique. And Bill said to Kurt, if the ball is working inside, this guy needs to whip that guard's ass, always with this in mind. If the ball is working at this angle, you don't need to spend much time. Because he ain't gonna cut it back from there. We don't need you on the cutback if he's working there. That makes sense?
Yeah.
If he's working here, you better be solid as hell, because there's always a threat of that. Well, I told you what a good copier I am. I'm thinking, shit, well, that's good right there. Let me go, Coach, let me go over here to the reach. I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna talk, Coach, you go to, it's the last play, I believe.
Okay.
If you just, so, what this tells me, Will, if I'm let's say I'm the shade, here, that ball's working in here, I'm gonna stay on that block longer, because I'm always dealing with that. If that ball's working here, I know I can open my hips and run. I could use a rip release here. Does that make sense? The path of the ball carrier has a lot to do with how quick you get off. That's it right there. That's it. Here it is right here, Coach. That's it right here. Now I'm getting ahead of myself. Back that up just a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit on reach, but I just want to make this point to you right here. All right, this is it right here.
You ready?
Yeah. Okay, why did he stay on that block so long? The ball's inside the tackle box. Okay, same guy, same position on the field, different play. What's your path for the ball carrier? Open your hips. Does that make sense to anybody? Yeah. It's everybody on the backside. It's everybody on the backside, everybody on the front side. He based me. The ball was in there in that damn tackle box, I stayed on the block. He cut back, I made the play. Now the ball's working outside. Now I see that ball working outside. I now can open my hips and run. Bill Arnsparger. Bill Arnsparger. I never did learn to spell plays. Y'all mind going, if I do that again, with that shot? Don't mind if I do that, you mind doing that? Kyle, you gonna be here in a minute, just a minute? Okay, I wanna show you a shot. Here's what we're talking about, Kyle. Bill Arnsparger talking to Kurt Schottenheimer. Kurt says, Coach, how fast do I play that on floor away? Bill said, where the hell's the ball? If the ball's in here, play hard on that cutback. If the ball's traveling here, smack him and run. Okay? So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, you know, I can apply this same thing. So we're going to look at a one technique. He's going to get the ball inside the tackle box. He's going to play hard on the block. He's going to get the ball working outside the tackle box, and he's going to open his hips and run. And the neat thing about it, it's the same player, almost on the same position in the same game. It's really good for teaching, I think. Okay, one more time, please, Coach. That's it right here. Now, here's your one technique. Ball's inside the tackle box. Hold your point. Watch him in that 5-step. Well, that's good separation right there. Okay? Now, this looks like it's going to be the same play. It's the same game, and it's the same characters. Ball is traveling outside. Look at the angle of the tailback, guys. Look at the angle of the tailback. See him shoulder pads turn? He ain't going to cut it back in the backside A-gap. Okay? I'm sorry I had to do that. I just wanted to share that with you. But I learned it from Bill, talking to Kurt about the linebackers. I didn't say nothing. I act like I knew it. I did know it. Okay? But to me, it was a great learning. It was a great moment learning from a dang young guy that has forgotten more than most people ever know. I tell you, I'm so fortunate to get. I have been around so many good defensive coaches that it's been, you know, not all of it, some of it rubbed off on me. But that's one of the best in the business ever is Bill Arnsparger. I'm telling you, he's one of the best that ever coached a damn game of football. Okay.
You got 15 minutes.
Yeah, all right. You know what? Am I going to spend a whole damn day on this stuff? Yeah, move on, guys. If y'all get ready, let's do this one though.
Cont?
Yeah, because I have some ideas about this. Now, here's another thing. I have changed the way I play double team a number of times. Okay, I've changed the way I play it a number of times. Basically because the offense has changed. It's very rare in the National Football League or my latter days in college where I got a true double team. It's all double team / combo. Okay? And what in the NFL they're going to be the defensive tackles are going to have 2 on him every snap for a moment. They are always working in tandem. They're always going to be 2 on him. So he's dealing now with 600 plus pounds on his ass every time. Okay. And here's the technique that I use now. Okay. Let's say Will is the center. I'm the left one technique. All right. First thing I do is play the angle of release, and if you'll notice,